For a topspin forehand, what is the best grip to use? Let me say right from the beginning that many players don't give a lot of consideration to the grip, and the grip is really your foundation. That's where it all starts. So certain grips are going to make it very easy for you to be vertical and get that topspin at contact, and some make it more difficult. As an example, a continental grip makes it difficult to get topspin because typically the racket is coming into the hitting zone slightly open, and you have to make adjustments in the hitting zone with a continental grip, and you don't want to do that. So the grips that I recommend for a topspin forehand are Eastern or semi-Western. Either one of those grips is going to put your wrist in the best position when you're making contact and make it very easy for you to be vertical at contact. Let's go over grips. All tennis racket handles are 8-sided. They have 8 flat surfaces. They're octagonal, okay? We start on top, number 1. You see that little flat surface there? That's number 2, 3, 4, and 5 would be on the bottom. Now it's the same thing for a left-hander going the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is on the bottom. Okay, we take the hitting hand, and notice I have an X at the heel of my hand and an X here on the inside of my index knuckle. Now if I put those X's on number 3 on the side here, that right there is a Eastern forehand grip. Now notice the racket is pretty much straight up and down vertical. Now with an Eastern grip, you're going to have to push the palm of the hand down slightly to close the face of the racket. You see how I'm pushing? You're pretty much vertical with an Eastern grip, and you push the palm down at the low point of the backswing, and that will guarantee vertical at contact. Now the other option is to go with a semi-Western grip where you put the X's on number 4. And when you put the X's on number 4, notice the racket is automatically closed. So you don't even have to think about pushing the palm down. The racket is already closed. So those are the 2 grips I recommend. For more topspin, I think obviously the semi-Western is going to work better. So those are the 2 grips I recommend. And now let me show you just some simple drills that you can do to get the feeling for topspin. Okay, the first drill that I recommend is to just use the net strap here to give you that feeling of topspin, that brushing up feeling, okay? So get your Eastern or your semi-Western grip. Start with your racket back. Turn sideways to the net. We're going to be using the white portion of the net there as our contact point. So we're going to start with our racket back, and we're going to bend the knees so the racket is a foot below the white tape here on the net, 1 foot below. So you've got your Eastern or your semi-Western grip, and the racket face is tilted down. And from there, you're just going to come up, and you'll see that your racket meets the tape on the net here vertical, straight up and down. And that's what you want for topspin. You want your racket straight up and down, moving from low to high. So just practice brushing that net. Just brush the net, because that's what you're doing to the ball. You're brushing, and the racket's moving from low to high, and you're compressing the ball as well. You know, you don't want to think brush too much. You know, the net is just a tool to help you get that feeling of brushing, but normally you would go here. That's your contact. Now, you wouldn't come up that sharp unless you were hitting a topspin lob. When you're hitting a ground stroke, your racket would drive through the ball here. It would be here moving up, and you're still going to get that brushing. This is a little bit sharp right here, but it's still beneficial to help you feel that low to high swing and that brushing effect that you'll get on the ball. So you're starting here. Remember, this has to be 1 foot below this, and the racket face should be tilted down, closed, so that you're vertical here at contact. Closed here gives you vertical here, but you have to start 1 foot lower here. And then just practice brushing. And that's going to give you that feeling for the topspin. The next step would be to move to the service line and just drop hit some balls to get the feeling of the brushing and the topspin. If you've never hit with topspin before, you're going to see that you can clear the net by a much safer margin and still pull the ball down. And I want you to watch the ball after you make contact to see that the ball is spinning forward. So I'm just bending here, so my racket's automatically starting low, start low, and just drop the ball and swing up. And watch the ball. See, I could see that ball was spinning forward. That's what you want. You want to impart some forward spin to the ball. All right, so just drop hit and get that feeling of brushing. And I want you to aim safely over the net. You know, I want you to visualize at least 4 to 5 foot net clearance. So start low, drop it, and brush up. I want to go even higher over the net. And that's going to really give you the feeling of that brushing up in the topspin. So that's a start. That's how you get started on it. We'll go into more detail later. If you like this video, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. I'll do my best to answer. And also, if you'd like my free forehand, rock-solid forehand course, please click the link up here in the left-hand corner to get instant access to that course.